Okay, take a guess. Did we or did we not get snow? Well, we didn't get much, but we did get some. It's still falling. I don't know if you can see it, but it's still falling. It is beautiful. Just a light dusting. Not much, but just a light, and the sun's shining on it, and it's beautiful. I've got to take the trash can down to the road. This is going to be loud. The neighbor's car. I think there was a little more later last night. You can see right here where it's wet. It started out as a wet snow, and so it didn't really stick a lot. But it's pretty. It's just enough to enjoy. Okay, I got the trash down to the end of the road. I'm gonna run in and make a cup of tea. I've still got to get my Thanksgiving rug up and take the wreath down. Hello, welcome to Vlogmas Day 3. It's December the 3rd. I'm going to go in here and have a cup of tea. As you may know, they were calling for snow last night. And I'll share with you how much snow we got here in a bit. Well, I'm doing the Char Brew tea advent calendar this month. I'm going to pick a tea. This is the 3rd day, so we'll go right here. We'll get our Advent tea out for the day. Let's see what kind of tea we've got. Well, we've got English breakfast tea in here, chai tea, summer berry, afternoon tea, chamomile, rose blush tea, Earl Grey, and peppermint. And without a doubt, I'm pretty sure this is the chamomile. You can see the chamomile flowers. I'm going to have to add black breakfast tea to this, because if I don't, then I'll be sleepy. Chamomile relaxes me, so I can't just have a cup of chamomile in the morning. I'm going to have chamomile and add black tea. If you watched my video, then you met my sweet friend Sharon, and you see that she brought me this beautiful gift, this limited edition Secret Garden organic English breakfast tea in this beautiful Christmas tin. Isn't that pretty? That just makes you feel good to look at it, doesn't it? Well, I'm going to have to add a tea bag of this English black tea so that I'm not sleepy. And then the chamomile. The Char Brew chamomile that came in the Advent calendar box for day 3. So I'm going to go ahead and get that tea going and enjoy a cup of that on day 3 of December. So the countdown is down to Christmas. I have not decorated my house yet. I have not decorated the outside of the house. Donald set the little Christmas tree that goes outside out here, but I still have my Thanksgiving wreath or my fall wreath up behind that. I got in here last night, and I've shared with you before how I have clothes in the playroom for the kids. I have summer clothes here, and I have things packed in here that are for the kids. We stack our toilet paper in here too. But I have things stacked in here for them. I've got up donations. These are donations, things that were too small for anybody. And then some things here that I probably have to throw this away. That's the little boys' rug that they love to drive their cars on. So I have been going through things that I use, that I have on hand for the kids. I've still got to cook the pumpkins. Have not done that yet. But I'm going to go out here and go ahead and take the wreath down. Going to take the fall wreath down because I don't need it up with the Christmas tree. Donald did not finesse the tree in any way whatsoever. He just put it out here, and it's looking a little like it needs some help. I've got to get out here and get this little tree that goes out here beside of the door. I've got to get it fluffed up and looking more attractive than it does right now. I'll have to pull everything out. We'll get those donations put back in the car. Get the Christmas stuff out and work on that. Get things ready to decorate. I'm going to use some of this honey that I'm trying to use up. That's from Costco or Sam's. I think it's from Sam's. I diluted it just a little bit to come out easier. Just going to add a little bit of that. I just diluted it with water. And let this tea brew. My coffee cup is a snowman this morning holding a heart. We didn't get that much snow, not enough to build a snowman, but I'm drinking out of him in honor of our snow today. It's warm in the house. It feels really good. I didn't get to share a haul with you on the video when I introduced you to my friend because we had a long day. We spent a long day enjoying each other's company as friends, just hanging out, laughing, and enjoying our day. I got this at a thrift store. I'm not even sure that it's... there were other pieces of this nativity scene that were there at that thrift store, and I'm not even sure that this is Joseph. I don't know if this is Joseph, a representation, or somebody else. But I just bought 3 pieces. They were priced individually, and some of the other ones had chips. Mary had, where she had this little cloak in her hand. Right here is broken off, but that didn't bother me. I still thought it was really pretty, and the little figures were only $2 each, and they're pretty big. This is my hand, and you can see how tall they are. And Joseph's really tall. And then the little Emmanuel here. And so I bought these, and of course they had a few animals, so I just bought this one animal. I just bought this ox. Now, I have a beautiful nativity set that's colored like this that Donald bought years ago, and it goes up on this shelf that I use like a mantle. So I'll have to take much of this stuff down right here. I usually leave the family pictures up, but the I take a lot of this down, so that'll have to come down, and then my nativity scene will go up. But I do like the nativity scenes. In fact, it's what I decorate with the most. So I'll have this little addition, and these were only $2 a piece. So it was $8 for Joseph, Mary, Emmanuel, and the ox. So it was just $2. So I will put this someplace else other than up where I put my other decoration that I usually have. And I thought it was just too cute to leave behind. Usually I make my own room sprays, but this year I bought 2 that was already made at TJ Maxx. I tried these out in the store because I'm not going to buy something that I cannot stand the smell of. This one smelled delicious. It's peppermint bark, and I got it at TJ Maxx, and let's see how much it was. So it was $9.99. This is a big bottle. Let's see how many ounces. It's 16.06 fluid ounces. So there's a lot of room spray in here. It's room and linen spray, but it smells exactly like its name. It smells a tiny bit of peppermint, and then you smell vanilla as if it was white chocolate. So it smelled delicious. I thought it was a good price for the amount that you got here. You know, I usually make my own room sprays. I'm usually sharing with you this time. This is caution eye irritant. If eye contact occurs, rinse with water for several minutes. Well, we'll not be spraying each other in the eyes. We'll be sure to keep it away from people's eyes. But I can see how if you're spraying room spray and people are sitting around, that it might get in their eyes. But we don't make a habit of doing that. We usually spray it when nobody's around. So, and then they had the snow day. How appropriate for today. And it's also a big 16.06 fluid ounces. And it just smells really crisp and clean. So I picked it up too. I thought, you know, I can't not have a snow day. Generally, that's one of the things that's on my list that I always make for myself, and that is these room air fresheners. But these were so big, and they smelled so good for the price. So I had to pick them up. They were at TJ Maxx, $9.99 a piece. So I'm glad that I got these. Those were a treat that I bought yesterday, and they'll, of course, I'll have those to spray all during the holidays. And then I picked up hand soaps. Sharon saw this, and she just thought it was adorable for the kids, for the half bath in there, the little happy snowman, and it's foam soap, and that's what the little ones like to use. And then I picked this one up because I couldn't resist the smell of it. Caramelized fig brown sugar. And this was from Crabtree and Evelyn. That's a good brand. And it was only $4.99 for this big hand soap. And I'll put that. And of course you can use it any time of the year. It doesn't have to be Christmas. But isn't it pretty to put out around Christmas time? Look at the little birds that were on the soap. So I got those, and I got a cinnamon roll. This will be a backup one for the kitchen. A lot of people here, a lot of hand washing going on, so I do have a lot of soap. I want to make sure everybody has enough soap, and we keep those hands and everything clean. So that's why I love to buy the soaps. It's something I use multiple times every day. It's something that everybody here uses multiple times every day. And so it's nice to have a good smelling, enjoyable hand soap. That makes a nice gift too. You know, if you just want to give a small gift, wouldn't that be a good gift? To put in a little bag, or with maybe some clean new washcloths and some other little beautiful gift to add. That would be a good little gift. So those are 2 things that I picked up from our shopping trip yesterday. And I got a few little gifts, not anything really big, but a few little gifts. I wanted to buy more gifts, but usually Donald and I go shopping for gifts together. And I didn't want to leave him out if he wanted to go and help pick out the gifts, you know. Oh, it's a good day for a hot cup of tea, chamomile, and English black tea. Still good and hot, but it is really good. I love the taste of chamomile. I usually don't drink chamomile in the morning. I usually don't drink it during the day because it makes me sleepy. So I just mix it in with black tea, and then that little bit of caffeine that's in that black tea will give me the energy I need to get up and do and move around. This is my first cup of tea today because I had a few other things I had to tackle this morning. I've got to get those donations, those clothes put in the back of the truck, back of my car, so that I can take those. I'm not taking them today, but one day I'll be taking those to the thrift store, and make a donation. There was some cute little clothes that the kids had outgrown. I don't think they had worn them much because they were here at my house. My lips are trying to get chapped. I'm trying to keep them from being too moist. In that sometimes that moisture makes them crack, and it makes it worse right here. I'm going to have to go and mix up during everything. I'm going to have to stop my busy morning and go in there and mix something together with beeswax and something that I really like, some kind of oil that really helps, probably calendula, and make like a little pot of lip balm so that I can make sure I keep this coated. And it was trying to do that yesterday. I was trying to get chapped lips yesterday. I think it was where I was out in the wind a lot. We were going in and out of the car, and I'm not sure. It's just the time of the year when you have chapped lips. So I may do that today. May go in there and make a delicious little lip balm so that I can put it on all day. And have especially that beeswax in there so it can be a protectant against the moisture that's irritating. It's kind of like when you lick your lips. If you've ever licked your lips as a kid and your lips got chapped, that's what I'm trying to prevent. I'm trying to prevent that chappedness today. But I got time to do that. There are 3 of the grandchildren coming today. I hope we have a good time. We have some good cups of hot chocolate, and I've got to decorate Candy Cane Lane. Now, there's 2 of my little granddaughters in particular that love to decorate Candy Cane Lane. And if you hadn't saw Candy Cane Lane, you can look on my videos, and I've got videos of us where we decorated Candy Cane Lane. It's just a little corner in our dining room area, and I take off the tea and all the stuff on the wine rack right there, and the plant that usually lives there. I take all those things down, and then I've got a box of little things of candy cane stuff that I've collected over the years, and in particular, there's 2 or 3 pieces that I used when my children were little, and we decorated with. That is here. And I let the grandchildren love, and they love those 2 or 3 pieces. There's an artist elf, and he is painting a candy cane, and he's a favorite. He's always been in Candy Cane Lane. And then there's a few other things, and we are going to work with that and just make a little area. If you've watched one of my hauls, I went with my friend and we went antique shopping, and I bought a new Candy Cane Lane sign. Now, I don't know if it's going to fit in that area, so when we decorate Candy Cane Lane, I'll make a separate video about that, and you'll get to see if that sign fits there. Now, I had an old sign that was smaller, and it was from Hobby Lobby, and it said Candy Cane Lane, and it was not very big. This one is a wooden sign, and it's a pretty good size, and I saw that when we were out antiquing, and we, picked it up, and I thought, that'll be perfect. Now I'm thinking, I didn't even measure that. I don't know if it'll fit. So we've got that to figure out, and hopefully it will. And I'll bring you along for decorating Candy Cane Lane. That'll be on a different day of Vlogmas here. I want those little girls to be able to help me because it's something they get so excited about. And if they're not here at the same time, then I'll just start decorating and let who is here help me. And then the next day, the next little grandchild that loves to decorate will be able to help me and add to it so that everybody has a part in decorating Candy Cane Lane. And of course, there's a lot of candy canes eaten along the way as we decorate, and Grammy doesn't see that, doesn't worry about that. I just let them eat as much as they want to. In fact, they get one good treat. I did buy this ribbon because I thought it was so pretty and I thought it would be appropriate for Candy Cane Lane. Not sure what I'm going to do with it, but, you know, it'll be easy to be creative with ribbon when the time comes for us to decorate Candy Cane Lane. I picked that up. Let's see what the price on that. It was more than I usually pay for ribbon. It was $6.99, and generally I find my ribbon on Christmas discount or I get it at a thrift store. But this was one of those occasions where, you know, I needed it kind of in a timely manner. It's something I wanted to add to Candy Cane Lane. This ribbon with these little candy canes just was adorable, and so I did pay the TJ Maxx price. I got the ribbon for $6.99, around $7. But, you know, you can reuse a ribbon year after year. So to me, it was worth it because that's something that our kids love. You can see the poinsettia is over there in the corner. I found its home. It's wanting to dry up on me just a little bit. I'm trying to make sure I'm keeping this thing watered well. And I've got to add a little more water today. But it's because of the heat in here, of course. Where this plant was stored, it was much cooler. And I've brought it in here into this warm house. And so it's trying to adjust. I'm sure I'm going to lose some leaves. I do every year. But it is still looking beautiful. And it looks good right here beside the couch. And so that was a good place for it. And it's near that window so it can get some light. And it is so beautiful. I am really enjoying that. I put it in a little crock that I had so that it'd be more substantial. You know, when Cookie crawls over there or the kids hop up and down here on the corner of the couch, when they sit down, then this crock holds it more sturdy and it's not as easy to tip over because this poinsettia is top heavy. And it was in a plastic container. So that crock holds it more substantially, and I'm much happier with it there like that. Still have not got the cookie jars put out. And I'm debating if I want to put those out or if they need to go back and store it in a tote. I did find a tote for some of the rest of my Thanksgiving stuff. I found that at the Goodwill for $3. So I was tickled to get that. That was something that I had on my list, was to pick up that tote. Now I pulled out some of the things that, you know, are in the Christmas bin. Not sure if I'll use these or not, but you know, it's just a little red and white napkin that I usually put over my breads and things at this time of the year. And then I've got this little old cotton tablecloth that I like. I may repurpose this tablecloth. I'm not sure. I might make dish towels out of this. Hand towels, you know. And some other things. Or I may just keep it as the tablecloth. But I haven't used it in years. And it's at the time where I need to either use it or lose it. And that means donate if I'm not going to find a purpose for it. Now I found this beautiful shower curtain. I do have several Christmas shower curtains. This one was so pretty and it had the deer on it. They had a soap that matched this, but I didn't need the soap. I didn't get the soap. There was a hand soap that had the same scene on it, the same deers and the same trees. But I just went ahead and got this because I liked how the scene was down at the bottom of the shower curtain. And then the shower curtain's got these little snowflakes on it. And it has these trees, but they're not particularly Christmas trees. I could leave this up for the month of January. And I just thought it was really pretty. And of course it was made out of all the good stuff that I like for it to be made out of. It's a good cloth shower curtain. And I cannot stand, you know, to have something that won't hold up. I was trying to see. It just says cotton fabric, so it's a cotton shower curtain. That's why I like it. And of course, I never dry these. I always wash them and then I hang them up to dry back onto the shower rod when they're cotton because they will shrink up on you. This one wasn't too expensive. It was under $20, and I thought it was beautiful. So that'll probably be the shower curtain that we have for Christmas. So I am going to put that in here and get that ready to use. Whoops. I did use the Candy Cane dermatologist tested native facial care this morning. That's what I washed my face with when I woke up, that my friend Sharon gave me in my Christmas gift bag. I did use that this morning and I really like it. So here's this winter shower curtain. I'll be taking the fall shower curtain down. It was beautiful. It brightened up the bathroom, but now it's time to move on. So I'm going to change that and put this pretty shower curtain on today. You know, changing a shower curtain is such an easy way to brighten up a small bathroom. If you have a small house that doesn't have a lot of architectural detail, you can take a small little thing like just changing the shower curtain, and it will change the whole look of your bathroom. Of course, this one felt like fall. I love those leaves up at the top. It's got some little things on the bottom. You had a little gnome there, and then of course some pumpkins, and then the leaves falling, which was really cute. That was cute, and I enjoyed that. I have several fall shower curtains, but I stuck with this one for some reason. I didn't change it. Sometimes I'll change the shower curtain more than once just to add a different look. This one is kind of a nylon material, but it's still fabric and I still like it. The new one's 100% cotton. There it's got its little log cabin there, and we'll go ahead and get it out of the package and let's see how it looks. This is the packaging that the shower curtain come out. It was folded around this piece of cardboard, this really big piece of cardboard, which can be used for something else, I'm sure. This piece of beautiful paper that described the shower curtain, and it is lavender inside. So I think I can use this. You know, this would be nice to cut this up and make name tags out of. And then here's a little hanger that can be used for an art project. Excuse me. Try not to growl at you in a scratchy voice. But I'm going to recycle these things. But to me, that's a lot of packaging for a shower curtain that was not in a package. I appreciate it that it didn't have a plastic package, though. And just like that, we have changed from fall leaves to just a beautiful, simple shower curtain that looks Christmassy, wintry, all at the same time. I'm not going to completely decorate the bathrooms today. I am going to change the fall soap to something more appropriate. I don't have a different lotion to change, so I'm just going to leave that one out. And just put this new hand soap that my friend picked out for me. Sharon said you should get this for the kids. It says on here that, you know, it lights and it sings. Oh my goodness, let's see what that's about. Let's see if that works. Let me take this little collar off here. Well, the lightening up and the singing part must not work. Well, that's okay. All we need is the soap anyway. But it's the foaming soap, and it's cute, and they'll be fine with it. I'll have to take the tag off. Especially the lighten up part. My older kids, my little, 10-year-old grandson will be like, hey, this says this lights up, but it's not doing it. I'm sure that I've got a little Christmas hand towel to change it out in here. And that little snowman foam soap looks so cute. He doesn't have to light up or sing. In fact, I think I'd prefer he didn't. Just so he is a good soap to clean the kids' hands. I did not want no way, shape, or form get everything I wanted to get done today. Got little bits done here and there because that's just the way it is this year. I found out that I'm not going to be able to change that. That's the way it is. Well, I'm going to go in here and cut this little piece of paper up and use it as gift tags. It can be used for Christmas or for any other occasion where I need a pretty gift tag. If you know anything about printing paper, then you know that this was very expensive paper. I can go ahead and take the price tag off. Don't know that that needs to be on the back of the tag. And it lifts off pretty easy. So there we go. I did not use a scissor to cut this shower curtain out because I didn't want to risk cutting into my shower curtain. Well, I'm just going to start right here. What I was saying about if you know anything about printing, then you know that anytime you have a white background on a printed piece of packaging, it costs more than if you had a brown plain paper backing. And then this one's a lavender, so it cost even more. So this was an expensive piece of packaging produced to wrap around that shower curtain to sell it. But we're going to find another purpose for it. I'm going to take it and I'm just going to cut it in lengths. There was a fold there, so I'm going to cut it so that it's a tag. And look how pretty it is on the back. And if it's not pretty on the back, then you don't have to put a string tag on. You can just tape it wrapped down to the package. In all my years of wrapping packages, I've never had anybody peel up the package and look on the back of it. I just eyeball it, and I get labels that are about the same size. Right here's a fold. That's a great place to go ahead and cut this. It'll make a big label, but sometimes you need a big label on a big package. There's another fold, so I cut along that. And there you go. These are beautiful labels. In fact, they're much nicer than the little flimsy things that you buy already made. Now this piece I really can't use, these two pieces, but that's a whole lot less to throw away one-time use paper than all of these labels that I got. Let's see how many labels we got. So 12. I got a dozen labels, beautiful labels to go on packages, and you can see the backs are really pretty. They're not hideous. They still look nice. And then of course, if you lay them on a package and tape them onto the package, the back will never be seen. These are good heavyweight paper, beautiful lavender color, and they'll be great for baby shower gifts, birthday gifts, Mother's Day gifts, or anything else like that. So there we go. Made a use out of what would otherwise be thrown away. I'll be making 2 new videos, for members. This is a channel that has memberships. I'll be adding 2 new videos to that this month. I hope that one will be sharing my snickerdoodles recipe with you. That's been the favorite cookie of my family while my children were growing up. I'll be sharing the snickerdoodle recipe, and that'll be on my members only channel. That's coming soon. And I will be adding other videos to that more often than I have been. I hope this channel gave you some kind of inspiration, some kind of idea. I hope that it, if nothing else, influenced you in a good way. I know I'm influencing because I've saw it. I've saw my influence. And I've had people tell me, thank you. I love to watch your channel. It influences me. It inspires me to do things. That's always good to hear. That's a good purpose to have. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm going to go enjoy this little bit of snow. My grandkids will be here in just a minute. I'm going to finish this cup of tea. And I'm going to have a wonderful day. And I hope you do. Thank you for joining me today. And like always, until next time.